The last PCC the Toronto Transit Commission ever acquired was the one that received the highest number of any streetcar in the city. PCC 4779 was the last of the A14 class all-electric PCCs bought used from the Kansas City Public Service in late 1957. These cars entered Toronto service between January 20th and June 6, 1958, operating primarily out of the St. Clair division on Wychwood Avenue. These cars had a number of features that distinguished them from Toronto's other all-electrics. They retained the larger windows that were common to the older air-electrics. They also used a single roll sign rather than the double set seen on Toronto's other streetcars at the time, requiring special one-piece linens to display route and destination. However, these cars were still the standard all-electric model, with electric motors used to power a number of components, including the doors and brakes. A total of 30 ex-Kansas City PCCs were bought by the TTC, and these operated for the next 20 years, although diminished maintenance during the 1960s took its toll, making this class one of the least reliable streetcars of the system, restricting their operation to weekday service on St. Clair in the late 1960s. Starting in 1973, the TTC looked to sell off or scrap the ex-Kansas City cars, shipping 11 to San Francisco in March of that year. Another 11 were to be shipped to Philadelphia in 1976, which is the year these images were taken. With the ex-Kansas City cars on the verge of disappearing from Toronto, rail and transit enthusiasts chartered Toronto's last PCC, 4779, for farewell runs around the system. The clips that follow are of a particular charter that took place on June 13, 1976. PCC 4779 was the last ex-Kansas PCC to operate in Toronto, conducting its final run on the Earls Court route on October 25, 1976, before being shipped to Philadelphia on November the 22nd. The two remaining ex-Kansas City PCCs on TTC property were derelict and scrapped soon after. To this day, only two ex-Kansas PCCs remain preserved, one at the Illinois Railway Museum and one back at Kansas City. Car 4779 was not among them. Thank you for watching this video, and thanks to all involved who helped make it happen. If you would like us to bring more historic content to Transit Toronto's website and its video channel, please like, share, and subscribe. Feel free to visit us on our Facebook page, follow us on Mastodon, Instagram, or Threads, or become a supporter on Patreon. And also, be sure to check out the hundreds of articles and thousands of photographs about the history of transit in the Greater Toronto Area on our main website. You can find links down below. Thank you for your time and attention, and join us next time as we explore more Toronto area transit.